guys, welcome to my first art haul video ever. Today I'm testing all my birthday art gifts to see what is actually worth it. I'll be sharing the product links in the description below if you're interested to get any of them. So next up we have this Sakura Micron Pen. I got them in 12 different sizes and from Shopee. Let's test them out. Let's do the smaller size, which is the 005. This one is really thin. You can see that from the tip. Let's focus. It's really thin. The next one is the 01 size. This is slightly thicker. Just to show you. The next one is the 02. This is the 03. Okay, after trying out 4 of these, I personally prefer 01 and 02. 03 is slightly on the thicker side, so if you're looking to do fine details, I think 02 and 01 will be suitable. I'm not sure I will ever touch 005, but you know, we never know. Alright, moving on to the next one, which is 04. Not much difference with 03 and 04. Next one is 04. For the thickness, I think it's not really obvious to the eyes, but when I'm drawing the line, I can really tell the difference in friction. Next one is the 08 size. This one has a major difference. Like in terms of thickness you can tell, but when I'm drawing the friction is also higher. I think 08 will be great for outlines. Let's try the 1.0. Okay, not much difference between 08 and 1.0. Both use around the same. This one is graphic 1. So this one is towards the thicker marker side. For the first time trying, this reminds me a lot of the twin marker. So this is graphic 1. Graphic 2. For graphic 2 is a thicker tip, like the flat tip. Next one is graphic 3. So graphic 3 is an even thicker, flatter tip with a wider thickness. Not sure if you can see. And the last one that we have is brush. Let's try drawing up and down, up and down. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, so here's the conclusion. I feel that you don't really have to buy the entire set. You can go for, so 005 to 005, 01 and 02 feels the same, so you can either pick one of these, and then 3, 4, 5 feels the same. So you can pick one of these also. And then 08 and 1 is the same. I prefer 08. For this one, I prefer 03 and 4. So like you can have a difference to 08. So it's either 03 or 04. For 005, 01, 02, I will go for 01 or 02. But if you choose 04 here, I will do like a 02. Like at least there's a difference. If not, when it comes to the details, it's a little hard to spot the difference. So 01 or 02. Personally, I feel 005 is a little too thin. But if you are good with, you prefer details, then 005 is for you. Alright, for the graphic 1 is similar to a twin marker, so if you already have a twin marker at home, I don't think you need to buy this one. Alright, for graphic 2 and 3, I think you can just grab one of it will do because they are similar. And then for brush, it's similar to a calligraphy pen. It works well. If you already have brush pen at home or calligraphy pen, I think you can skip this one too. But overall, yep, I think it's a pretty good set and high quality too. Next up we have the sketchbook. I got them in 2 sizes. So this is the 10cm by 10cm and this is the 15cm by 15cm. Let's just do a quick close-up for both of them. So this sketchbook initially caught my eye because it was promoted to have 300 GSM paper, and I really wanted to find a sketchbook that have thickness in paper so I can experiment with different art mediums without having to worry about it bleeding through. So let's just check. At first touch, the cover is a bit leathery. It's actually very nice to touch. I really love it. At the side, this is I think kind of cloth, yeah, and wooden. And then you have these things, this rubber band thing, so that you can, you know, close it up. Let's check the paper now. Ooh. Okay, I think it's really thick, just like from the look of it. Okay, not sure if you can see. It's really thick. I think this one have around 30 pages. I purposely got one with 30 pages because I want to do daily practice. This size will be very good for my daily food practices, doodles. This one is a slightly bigger one, 15 by 15. So the same, the cover is a bit leathery, very nice. At the side is the cloth. You also get this rubber band thingy, and this one is exactly the same, just that it's bigger in size. Now what I want to do is to do a stress test just to test the paper out. So I'm going to use the small sketchbook. What I want to do is on the first page of the sketchbook, I'm going to write down the date. Today's date is 7th Feb. I'm going to use the graphic pen. So I'm going to use the graphic one. Pen. So 7th Feb. (2026). So this is a date I'm starting today. Okay, let's check the bag. Oh, no bleed. I can hardly see it. Okay, so Sakura pen check. Let's try with a marker pen. So I'm using this Holbein water-based marker to try it out. So let's write food doodles. Oh, it's been so long since I did calligraphy. I think I still got it. Okay, the doodles. So this is how it looks like. Let's check the bag. Alright, so marker pen, check. Let's try a watercolor. Let me go grab my watercolor and come right back. Okay, so this is my watercolor. Just gonna use this brush. And I'm just gonna do a slight like gradient. So I'm gonna, okay, clean it a little bit. Let's grab blue. And then, let's see. I'm just going to do like a up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright. Not sure if you can see it, but it's watery. I already spent a lot of water. Alright, let's just let it dry. I think it dried pretty fast. Yes, it's dried already. Okay, let's check the bag. So, again, no bleed through, 300 GSM, check. I think I will really love this sketchbook. And after it dries up, you can also see the color difference. This is already dried. I think it's not bad. Highly recommend this if you want to get. All the links are in the description below, alright? Some final thoughts for the sketchbook. I think the quality is pretty good. The price is also super affordable. If you plan to get your daily practice in, I will recommend the 10 by 10 one because it's smaller in size and you can literally dedicate one page to one day. By the end of the month, you'll finish the sketchbook. In 1 year, you will have 12 sketchbooks to look forward to. For the 15 by 15, I think this will be good for weekly practices or for those of you who uses medium like watercolor, gouache, or even oil pastel. This is a larger surface, and if you use medium like this, it will be quicker to fill it up. Or if you want to use this as a art journal, I think this one is good too. Alright, moving on to the white gel pen. So this one comes in set of 5. Let's try them out. I got this white gel pen just as a final touch, to any drawings. Let's try it on the watercolor just to see if it goes on it. Let me just try it on this one. Okay, I think if it's one layer you cannot really see, or maybe the blue is too light. Let me try graphic. Okay, so I'm gonna use graphic 3 and do a line, and then I will see if the white can go on it. Okay, also first time is not, doesn't really tell. So on marker, it's honestly a little bit hard. Let's just try here. Okay, here. I think in watercolor it works better. Not sure you guys can see. Watercolor it works better. Marker, you can't really tell. The contrast not very big. Let's try it on a dark paper. Okay, so I got this black color paper. Let's just try it on. Okay, I think on color paper it works the best. Like the white is coming through. I think color paper no problem. But on watercolors and markers, I think you need to layer it a bit more to get the effect that you want. But if you're looking for this kind of highlight, translucent, not so high contrast white, then yeah, then you can do it on watercolor and marker. If not, I think this can be better. I think this white gel pen is more, since it works very well on colored paper, so I think this will be great for journalists, junk journalists who like to do all the junk journal and you want to write notes at the side. So writing it on colored paper, this one will get definitely a different kind of effect. For example, if I were to write food, delicious. Not sure if it's this pen or like all white pens, you have to do like a second layer just so the white comes through. But yeah, I think I'm quite satisfied with it. Next up is the Holbein Artist Gouache. I got the 18 color set, so I have more colors to choose from. This is how it looks like inside. I can't wait to try it out. I have been wanting to try gouache as a medium for so long, and I finally got my hands on it. Let's start with a color swatch first to see how all the colors turn out. Alright. So what I'm going to do right now is to first write down the code numbers for each specific color. If you like, you can also write down the names of the color. So it goes both ways. I just want it to be neat so that, when I paint, it's more organized. So I've already prepared water and brush and the palette. I'm using a flat brush. It's just easier when it comes to swatching. So what I'm gonna do now is to squeeze out the gouache paint first. So I'm just gonna squeeze out just a little bit for the swatch, not too much because we don't want it to go to waste. Okay, I have squeezed out 9, I believe, so I'm just gonna slowly swatch all of them out. Alright, the first color that I'm swatching is GG502. It's carmine. This is a dark red, a very beautiful red. The next one I'm swatching is GG507. It's flame red. It's also red, a slightly lighter red. I feel that GG502 and 507 will be a great combination. The next one is GG508, brilliant orange. The next one is 521. It's called permanent yellow deep. The next one is a slightly brighter yellow, very close to lemon. It's GG526 Lemon Yellow. The next one is Leaf Green, GG540. The next one we have GG545. This one is an emerald green. This one is close to the turquoise side, I believe. Yeah. This is GG542. It's called Permanent Green Deep. Very beautiful color. The next one is what we know as light blue, but it's GG561 and known as turquoise blue. Okay, we are done with the first 9, so I'm gonna continue to squeeze out the gouache from the tubes before we continue swatching. So now we are going to the cooler tones. Alright, now that we are done, we're gonna continue swatching. This one is GG565, it's Ultramarine Deep. The next one is an even darker blue, it's GG566 and Prussian Blue. This reminds me a lot on the color palette of the Starry Night. The next one is GG581 Violet. So a very bright, beautiful, nice purple. The next one is GG582 Magenta. So this is one of the most popular color if you want to buy individual colors. I see a lot of artists online buying magenta. And then the next one is GG527 is Yellow Ochre. I think it's OCHRE, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it's Yellow Ochre, but slightly towards the brown side. The next one is GG604. This is Burnt Umber. So UMBER, Umber. Alright. The next one is GG603. This is Burnt Sienna. A very nice brown if you're into painting natures. This one is wow. The next one is black. GG606 Ivory Black. And the last one is white. GG630 Permanent White. Okay, now I'm going to show you a close-up of all the colors. It's really, really beautiful. So like what I've said, I've write the code name instead of the color names. But if you want to do the color names, you can also do it. So GG542, like what I said just now, is a bit turquoise. And then GG565 and 566 is the color palette of the Starry Night. It's really, really beautiful. I think these are my favorite. And then you can see that the white, because I painted it on yellow thin paper, so you can really see the white coming through. Beautiful. So what I'm gonna do next is to try mixing colors, and because pink isn't in any of the tubes, so I'm gonna try mixing white with red to get pink. Okay, so this is me taking the white paint and then grabbing a little bit of red and mixing. And it's really, really easy to mix with gouache. And then let's just paint it on the sketchbook. Okay, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Even if I'm doing voiceover now, the pink is still gorgeous. And then this is me trying to blend it out with other colors just to see how easy it is to blend. And as you can see, it's seamless and very, very nice. I really love it. I think the quality of paper and paint is really important when you want to practice art, and I couldn't recommend this enough. So for this portion, what I wanted to show you is how dry the gouache dry up. So you can see that the middle, the light orange is slightly cracking up, but when I add a little bit of water, it immediately became the liquid form. And then when I proceed to paint it on the sketchbook, it still gives the very, very beautiful color and seamless, and it doesn't seem like it dried at all. And then the next thing I tried is to experiment on light on dark. So what I've researched is that for watercolor, it's always recommended to go from light to dark because it's impossible to put light color paint on dark paint even if the paint were to dry up. But for gouache it is different. You can actually do light to dark. So I just want to test out the theory here. So what I'm gonna do first is to spam paint all the dark colors that I have on the palette and using everything that I have already squeezed out instead of squeezing more paint from the tube. So here you can see that I'm using brown, dark blue, black to really just, you know, paint randomly on a sketchbook. And then once it dries, I'm going to go in with a very light color like yellow and just draw some strokes to see how well it comes out. So you can see that yellow is coming out really, really well, and if layered, I think it will be beautiful. So even light taps like that make the yellow go out. And also just to note that I didn't squeeze out more yellow paint. I just used whatever that I have on the palette already. And you can see that even if it's watery, right, it's not blending with the background color, which is amazing. So it works a little like acrylic that you can layer on. And then when I use white, you see that the white is coming off beautifully as well. You can see the high contrast. So yes, I would definitely recommend this if you want to try gouache as a new medium. It's better to get a high quality paint at the start. Alright, final verdict on all of this. So we started with the Sakura Micron Pen. So what I recommend is to get one size from each range, so you don't have to buy the entire set. Then the next one is the sketchbook. The 300 GSM is validated, so if you really want to get your daily practice in, I highly recommend this one. For a white gel pen, it works very well on watercolor paper, so if you're into journaling, this is the pen for you. And lastly, the Holbein gouache set. I really highly recommend this one. If you want to try out gouache as an art medium, it's always better to start off with a better quality than think you suck. A lot of time is the material and not you. And that's it for today's product review. If you'd love to see more videos like this one, make sure to like this video to let me know and subscribe so you know when a new video is up.